losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime.
We back. What's going on, folks? Welcome to another exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports, the realest sports podcast in all the land. Available everywhere for you. YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud, UPodOmatic.
Let them know.
Folks, I'm KSpadeTheProspect.
I'm your boy, Paris57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports. Spade, I know we missed the midweek show. My bad, I had some computer issues. But if ESPN can have technical difficulties, Strong Arm Sports can have technical difficulties. Yes, right. But without further ado, let me just jump right into it since we've been going for almost a week. Let me jump right into it, man. A lot has happened in sports, man. Poor Kyrie. Let's start off with Kyrie, Spade. Kyrie Irving played game one, played well in game one. You know what I mean? The Cleveland Cavaliers was right there to get a dub. But they went to overtime, and come to find out, Kyrie gets an MRI after the game because he left the game early in overtime. Gets an MRI, and it's revealed that Kyrie has a fractured kneecap and will miss 3 to 4 months, babe. How big is this moving forward for the Cavs? Not just this series, just for the future and this series, babe. How big is this?
It's huge. I don't even have to speak on how huge it is for the finals.
Yeah.
It's huge for the team, man, because for those that don't know, Kyrie and his team of people, his friends, his agent, his family, his father, and the Cavaliers, they kind of been not getting along anyway.
Yeah.
The people that care about Kyrie, they've been wanting Kyrie to kind of slow this whole thing down with his injury. And of course, the Cavaliers are like, Lebron James just came back to Cleveland. The king wants another ring. Kyrie, if you can play, we want you to play.
Yeah.
And it's been, it's kind of been some tension between the two groups already. And this right here, this makes Kyrie's third injury of this knee of this postseason. Not of the season, of this postseason. And it's serious, bro. It is, it's definitely an area of concern. I don't think it's, oh my God, what are we going to do with Kyrie yet? Kyrie's only 23 years old, bro.
Yeah, man.
But he's got to get right.
Kyrie has been notoriously known for being injury prone. He was hurt in Duke, was hurt damn near every season he was with the Cavs. He's been injured, and I love Kyrie.
Right.
I love Kyrie, but he is injury prone, and it's been a lot of little people, a lot of little birds flying around saying, yo, Black, why did you play Kyrie this many minutes, babe? Is it Black fault? Because overtime may have cost the Cavs Kyrie. Him playing Kyrie that many minutes may have cost the Cavs Kyrie, Spade. How do you feel about this?
I'm going to tell you why I don't have a problem with the amount of minutes he played.
Okay.
Because the next game wasn't until Sunday.
Okay.
This was a Thursday night game, and the next game wasn't until Sunday. I felt like it was very important to try to steal one in Golden State. Well, steal one in Oakland. It was very important to try to win that game. I got to admit, if it's Coach Spade, if it's me, Kyrie on that court. And I know he got hurt. When people get hurt, all the questions come out. Was it
That's
this?
true.
Was it that? Should he have played so many minutes? That's hindsight 2020 stuff. He
That's
got
true.
hurt on a non-contact play. How do you fracture your knee with no contact? That's osteoporosis. That man got to start drinking more milk, man.
Right.
You can't prevent that. You can't prevent that.
I just feel... I actually tweeted, if you guys don't follow Strong Arm Sports or follow both of us on Twitter, all links will be in the description, by the way. But I actually tweeted, I said, man, no Kyrie? This series over. I already picked Golden State to win, but I at least gave the Cavs a puncher's shot. You know what I mean? I gave him a shot. But no Kyrie. And don't get me wrong, I love Matthew Dellavedova. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I'm a fan of Dellavedova. I am a fan of that guy. But with no Kyrie, it's really over. It's really over because now you got to. So Spade. Before we even move on, the other players gotta step up, Spade. Like Mozgov played well, Tristan Thompson played well, Kyrie played well on one leg. LeBron played amazing. I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, well, LeBron was blah 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 in overtime. LeBron had 44, man. He had 44 points. LeBron played well. Crap happens, man. Where was J.R. Smith? He was 3 of 13. Where was Iman Shumpert? Where was James Jones? Where's Mike Miller? Can Mike Miller play huge for the Miami Heat when they was in the finals, man? You gotta put Mike Miller in the game, man. They need somebody to step up. They need a spark. A lot of people were saying Tristan Thompson didn't play well. Tristan Thompson had like
played
15.
Great.
He had 15 boards. Yeah,
he played great. Now, he was only 1 of 4 on shot attempts. He didn't take a lot of shots, but that's not his role with that team.
That's right, man. I mean, Mozgov came to play. Mozgov he was banging on everybody. I ain't like Mozgov trying to do that little reverse layup. But other than that, Mozgov came to play. Let
me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Is it over? I mean, okay.
It's over, Spade.
Let me be more direct. Let me be more direct.
Okay.
How many wins, if any, do you give Cleveland without Kyrie?
I want to say that it still goes 6, but
wow.
I still want to say it still goes 6, but I kind of want to say it's going to go 5. I think Cleveland will get 1 in Cleveland, and that might be all she wrote. But I want to say it goes 6. I still want to stick with my prediction and say Warriors in 6. Now, same question back to you.
Well, I don't know. I didn't necessarily make this very clear. I did. I picked the Cavs in 6. Now, I didn't make this very clear in the show. Those of you that follow me on Twitter, we kind of spoke a lot about it after the show. And I was saying, I left this out in the show, but I felt like Kyrie, and I got the tweet, and I actually screenshotted the tweet and retweeted it in game 1 after Kyrie went down. But I felt like a healthy Kyrie was huge, and he was necessary in order for it to be a Cavs in 6 series. The whole idea, when you look at these two teams, the one thing that you cannot help but give the edge to the Warriors is in depth. When you take Kyrie, that's another body missing. That hurts the depth of the Cavaliers. And I honestly feel like without him, I think it's probably a Warriors in 5 situation. And I have to agree with you. I believe that LeBron would just will his team to 1. And I know we got other topics we need to move on, but it's one thing I want to throw in there. You was talking about the other Cavaliers that didn't play well. First of all, you and I speak off camera a lot, and the game went almost exactly like I said it would go. I said that Tristan and Mozzie, if you combine them into 1, they would be better than what Dwight Howard was in that Houston series, and they were. As far as rebounds, you put them together, they was a monster, and as far as offensive production, most of it came from Mozzie, but he did exactly what I thought he would. Kyrie played well. They didn't get anything from JR, but what I got to say is, do you feel like the offensive game plan the Cavaliers went with, did that hurt his teammates? I mean, LeBron was just calling for it early in the shot clock, putting his back to the basket, and everybody else was just kind of waiting for the double team. See, the whole idea with that is you can't stop LeBron one-on-one in the post. Once upon a time, LeBron didn't have that post game, but he has it now.
Yeah.
What the Cavs was banking on was that they would get tired of LeBron killing these guys. They would send a double team, and the shooters would be there. But it never really happened. They just let LeBron eat, and he ate. I mean, he ate.
He did.
But do you feel like that game plan is what hurt those teammates, or you just feel like they wasn't on it?
I mean, that was what everybody was saying on Twitter and, all the social media things that we follow. A lot of people
don't listen to Twitter, bro.
They was saying
they lie on Twitter.
Well, yeah, that's true too. But they were saying that they was just letting LeBron ISO, and that's the reason why. I don't think so, man. Because I'm gonna tell you what, if LeBron just have his normal 20-something points, they get smacked. They get smacked.
I agree.
They get smacked. Like, nobody else came to play aside from Mozgov and Kyrie and like the people I mentioned, Tristan, because the shooters, where was the shooter? So I think LeBron, I actually like the game plan. To me, I want to say, I'm jumping the gun. I don't want to jump the gun because we got another topic. I don't want to jump the gun. But I like.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
I actually like the game plan. They let LeBron. They let LeBron eat in the post. Them dudes. I mean, ain't like they didn't take shots. JR was 3 of 13. He took 13 shots. So apparently the shots was there. They just wasn't
horrible shots.
Yeah, man.
JR take the most horrible shots.
He does, man.
I do want to say this before we move forward, though. The only problem I had with the game plan was when LeBron said to himself, I got to show them I could do something other than post. Why? LeBron, your outside shot wasn't on and you continued to try to make it be on. Why? When they couldn't stop you in the post. But let's move forward, man. We spent a whole lot of time on that one topic.
Yeah.
I got another question for you.
Okay.
If LeBron loses this final, which, hey, it's possible. He's still the greatest player in the NBA. Anything can happen. But if he does lose this finals, what does this do for his legacy?
That's a good question, Spade. All right, I'm gonna be honest. I think LeBron is what, 2-4? How many finals he been to? 5 in a row, right? He went to like
5. 2 and 5.
Yeah. You gotta say it hurts his legacy, Spade. I mean, he won finals. He's still the best player in the league.
No. He's 2 and 4. I'm tripping.
2 and 4?
2 and 5. Yeah, because he went with the Cavs earlier.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, I want to say that it hurts his legacy. Look,
2
man,
and 6 hurts his legacy, you think?
Yeah, I think it hurts his legacy, man. I mean, he still will go down as one of the best players of all time. He's definitely going to make it to the Hall of Fame. So, as I'm talking about it, and for him being up there amongst the greats. Now, a lot of people, the logo, Jerry West, you know what I mean? He went to a bunch of finals, and I think he only won 1 chip or 2 chips, but he always ran into Bill Russell, them Celtics. Jerry West always ran into Bill Russell and them Celtics, man. So he's probably like what, 1 and 8 or 1 and 7 in the finals, something crazy like that. Jerry West has a terrible record in the finals as well, and he's still considered one of the greats. He's the logo, but I still think that it hurts LeBron's legacy. Excuse me. When you want to mention him with Michael Jordan, and LeBron, he just came out recently and said, I don't know if you heard this, Spade. I didn't want to be like Mike. I wanted to be like Iverson. He just came out and said that as well. But everybody always compare him to Kobe and Jordan and guys like that. Those guys, well, Michael Jordan was flawless in the finals. Kobe Bryant, I think they caught the fade 1 time or twice, but I just think LeBron needs this final to kind of be up there, Spade. He needs to win this chip, man. He needs it. How do you feel about it?
I agree, but the only reason why I feel like a loss here hurts his legacy is because of all of the behind the scenes stuff that he's responsible for. If he just was drafted into the league and played for a team until that contract was up and went to another team until that contract was up and he was 2 and 6, I don't think that's anything bad at all. But what'll make it look so bad for LeBron is how much of these teams he's personally orchestrated. I don't want this guy. I want this guy. Draft this guy. I'm going to leave anyway. Trade this guy. Get this guy. He's almost handpicking his teams. Yeah. So to do this and not win, I think it hurts him. Now, do people give him a pass because Kyrie go down?
You asking me?
I mean, do you personally? Like,
no.
Do you say, well?
No. No. Injuries happen,
no asterisk,
man.
Huh?
Injuries
no
happen,
asterisk.
man. Injuries happen.
All right.
I mean,
yeah, I agree.
I mean, he had Wiggins, he had Waiters, he got rid of those guys. Like you said, I didn't even think about it like that. Like LeBron really did. Like he was moving the chess pieces on the board. So
he orchestrated it.
Yeah, man. This is what you did. This is the hand you dealt. Now go win the chip, Bron. Because I'm telling you, in my book, and I can't wait to see what the people say in the comment section down below. I think this hurts his legacy, man. Like he going to be known as one of the guys that go to the finals and don't get it done. You know what I mean? Like, because to tell you the truth, Spade, a lot of people be like, well, Bron with the Heat, he played well with the Heat, but Ray Allen saved him when he banged that 3 in the corner.
But I don't buy that. You know how many times Steve Kerr has bailed out Jordan with a game winner?
Spade.
You know how many times John Paxson has bailed out Jordan with a game winner?
I don't think that's
you know how
the
many
same,
times
homie.
Scottie Pippen? It is.
I don't think it's the same, homie.
You know what?
LeBron,
a smart player makes a smart pass in the right situation. He don't have to score
LeBron
all the
didn't
points.
pass during that. LeBron shot the ball and
that's
missed.
true.
Bosh got the rebound and kicked it to Ray, and Ray banged it and saved it.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, let's face it. Nah, I don't think that hurts him at all. I disagree, man. I've seen wacky stuff like that happen too much. It doesn't matter. He was the reason why they was that close in that game.
I think it hurts him. I can't wait to see what people say in the comment section down below. I want LeBron. I want LeBron to be great. I want him to be known as one of the best. I like LeBron. I like his game.
He will be.
Say it again.
He will be. He's got to be.
Yeah, man. I hope so. You ready to move on?
Yeah.
Moving forward, let's talk about Steph Curry. Now, Spade, you a big fan of Steph Curry. I'm a fan of Steph Curry. I got to ask you this question, man. Is Steph Curry the best shooter ever?
Ever?
Ever.
Man, I don't like that ever stuff. I mean, Steph has been in the league 6 seasons. Really can say 5 because injuries. I think one year he only played 20-something games. I don't feel comfortable giving somebody with 5 years of anything the title of greatest ever.
He broke a lot of them records, Spade.
He did. But I mean, throughout your career, we've all seen people, have peaks and valleys. So who knows? You know what I'm saying? I can assume this is his high. Do you think he could actually perform at a level more efficient than what he's performing at?
I think if he equal to this, I think he breaks all the shooting records ever. I think he catches Ray Allen, Reggie Miller. I think he catches all those guys. And
wait. So wait, what are you talking about? When you say greatest, what are we talking about? How many made?
I'm talking about best shooter ever. Shooter. Period.
What? I can't say that. You know what? I don't even consider Steve Nash. I think most people don't even consider Steve Nash top 5 shooter ever. I've never heard people look at Steve Nash and say, is he the greatest ever? But let's talk some numbers right here. So far, right now, Steph Curry is shooting 47% from the field for his career, 44% from beyond the arc for his career. Both amazing numbers, but hold on. Steve Nash, who played for a crap ton of years, when you look back at his career, he shot 49% from the field as a career and 43% from beyond the arc. So, I mean, he shoots better from the field and 1% lower from beyond the arc. This is Steve Nash.
He don't take as nearly the same amount of shots as Steph Curry, Spade. Nearly.
So what are we? That's what I'm asking you. What are we judging it on? How many you take? I mean, what are we basing it off of? How many you make and how efficiently you are?
I'm asking you, is Steph Curry the best shooter you ever seen? That's what I'm asking you.
Based off of what though? Because if we talking efficiency, I just gave you numbers to prove that.
So you telling me
he's not the most efficient
Steve
shooter
Nash the best
seen?
shooter you ever seen?
No. What I'm saying is, if Steve Nash isn't the best shooter I've ever seen, and he's more efficient than Steph, how do we judge? What are we basing it off of? Pretty form? I mean, he's got a beautiful shot. If that's what you asking me,
I'm telling you, Steph Curry is the most lethal, best shooter I ever seen ever. Like he's gonna break.
Than Bird?
Who? Yes.
Better than Bird?
Yes.
I don't know what we going off of, bro. Because he's made what? Because he's made more threes in a season than Bird. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't know what we going off of. Why are you saying that? Why is he better than Bird already?
Spade just don't like Steph Curry, y'all.
Help me. No, don't say that because you already got people in the comment section like more Steph Curry hate.
Spade.
Just because I picked the Cavs, I'm already hating.
You want to compare Steve Nash? You want to compare Steve Nash to Steph Curry? When I don't have numbers in front of me, but I'm pretty sure Steph Curry probably took more threes this season than Steve Nash probably took in 10 years. I'm pretty sure he has. So 49% from Nash, and he only taking, let's say, 300 threes or 500 threes, and Steph Curry shooting 44%, and he's taking 1,000 threes in a season. That's amazing. And
so,
for Steph Curry to pass Reggie Miller, break Reggie Miller record in the playoffs, and he's gonna catch Ray Allen. Ray Allen and Reggie Miller came out and was like, when you a shooter, you don't forget how to shoot. So Steph Curry, injury the only thing that can hurt Steph Curry. As long as he stay healthy.
He does have a history of injury. He's got weak ankles, or he had them in the past.
Yeah, but that was early on. Steph Curry been Gucci the past couple seasons. He's been good.
Okay. All right, so let me ask you this. And then we can move. Man, this show gonna be long as hell, bro. We got to get right. But let me ask you this. So you punishing Nash because he's a pass first point guard? We're looking at Nash's numbers over the course of like 20 years, bro.
You bought Nash. I'm
No.
not punishing Nash. You brought him up saying he's a more efficient, better shooter than Curry. But I'm telling
Never
you,
said better. I never
so
said
my
better. I said he's more
counter-argument-
efficient.
My counter argument is he hasn't taken nearly as many shots as Steph Curry. Nearly.
Bro, we talking like 20 years of stats. 20 years.
I wish I would have knew you would have threw Steve Nash up in there because I would have looked season by season. I guarantee you, Steve Nash has never shot more in one season than Steph Curry ever shot in a season.
He hasn't.
Never.
He hasn't. He hasn't.
So if I'm passing the ball 10 times and you passing the ball 30 times, it's a big difference. It's a big difference. Steve Nash only averaged 15 points or something.
Right.
So of course he's going to be more efficient if you only taking 8 shots. Come on, Spade. Come on, bro. You better than this. You better than this, bro.
What do you mean?
You better than this.
You know where these numbers are derived from? The percentage of shots that he made versus what he took.
Yeah,
I'm not changing the rules here.
Let's move on.
These are the rules.
I want to know you guys' thoughts in the comment section. Is Steph Curry the best shooter you guys ever seen? Spade trying to throw Steve Nash at me. He didn't even throw the guy that he modeled his He didn't even throw the guy that he modeled his 2K shot at, the Ray Allen at me. He threw Steve Nash at me. Come on, Spade.
What I did was I looked for another point guard that I knew was efficient, which was Steve Nash. And I looked at their numbers and I went,
I'd have rather you throw Ray Allen at me. I'd have rather you argue Ray Allen.
Well, you should have told me when I was in the lab doing my studying. I would have.
I wish you would have told me you was bringing this Steve Nash crap.
Why is it crap? You know what? Let's move forward because I'm starting to feel like you got a problem with Canada. Let's go. All right, man. So check this out. Okay. So with a lot of speculation around Kevin Love, whether he's going to stay at the end of this season, whether he's on the first thing smoking to get out of there, Kevin Love himself has spoken. Now, first of all, Kevin Love said he hasn't done a lot of speaking because he don't want to be a distraction of what the Cavaliers got going on. That's selfless. I like that, Kevin. I like that. But then he came out and said that he has never, ever, ever wanted to play in a game as bad as he wanted to play in game one. And keep in mind, Kevin Love has never been in a playoff game in his entire time in the league. What's that, 6 or 7 seasons? Yeah. He's never been in a playoff game. He said as far as he's concerned, he wants to stay in Cleveland. He said he wants to win, and even just being sidelined in that playoff game, it has amped his willingness to be a Cav. He wants to be a Cav. Now, is this BS, bro? Or is he really being authentic here? Is he being authentic 973 right here?
I think Kevin, let me tell you something. Why not get your money, which Kevin Love will get from Cleveland? Get your money. Now, I'm on the record. Excuse me. I'm on the record saying I think Kevin Love gonna be out. I was saying he's gonna be out. But Kevin Love came out with this statement. I'm thinking, if you could get your money from Cleveland and win and play with Bron, first of all, I got to get a commitment from Bron. Because we know how Bron do. Bron will opt out and go somewhere else. He don't care. Bron don't care about changing sceneries. You feel me? So I got to get some type of commitment from Bron. Like, Bron, yo, you sure you going to be here? And if the Cavs want to sign me 4 years and I could get my money and I could stay with Bron and win, I don't have a problem with Kevin Love wanting to stay in Cleveland. I mean, winning. I mean, especially in a weak Eastern Conference, man. Especially in a weak East. Yeah, man. I think Kevin Love, I think he mean it. I'm gonna say he a man of his word, and he mean what he say. Hopefully. I mean, if he behind the scenes and he talking to the Celtics or the Lakers, or it's been speculations that he's going to all these teams too after the season. But I think he a man of his word. He said he want to be in Cleveland. I'm going to say he want to be in Cleveland. Especially if he want to get his money and win. Why not get, best of both worlds? So I'm going to say
you don't think there's any chance that he's missing being the man? He's been the man, bruh. He's not the man anymore. You think he missed that?
Like you said, he was the man and wasn't winning, man. He was the man in Minnesota. If you wanted to be the man, he should have just stayed in Minnesota. Because he was the man over there getting 20, 30 rebounds. 20, 30 points, he was the man, but they was catching the fade. They was catching the fade over there. So if he still want to win, I say he stay in Cleveland. But like you said...
So you don't think it's a chance that another team could offer him the best of both worlds? You think another team could offer him winning and being the man?
I mean, where you going?
Because I think it's some teams that could offer that.
I mean, it's Well, the teams I'm hearing is the Celtics. They made it to the playoffs, but in my opinion, they ain't it. The Lakers. I mean, I wouldn't want to go play with Kobe. I mean, our homie Jerry Dudley said that nobody want to play with Kobe. I mean, I wouldn't want.
Well,
I wouldn't want to play with Kobe.
Mitch said Kobe got one more anyway. Let him tell it.
Well, I mean, give me a team. Like, where would you see Kevin Love going that can give him money and win?
Well, believe it or not, man, once upon a time, Golden State was a team that they was talking about.
Okay.
However, they big mouth big man, Andrew Bogut said he don't see them needing Kevin Love. He feel like they can get the same thing from David Lee. Now, I think that's the most ridiculous statement I ever heard before in my life, but when you tell me it comes from Andrew Bogut, that doesn't surprise me one little bit. That sounds like some hater type stuff Andrew Bogut would say.
Yeah, Bogut been trolling all season as far back, when he was talking about Mark Jackson and all that other stuff. He been trolling all season, though. But that's what Bogut do. But, I mean, it's been a lot of speculation that Kevin Love may go to the Knicks. Now, he can get the money from the Knicks, I think, but they ain't winning. They ain't winning. I don't know. What? You think Kevin Love go to the Knicks with Melo? That's going to work?
I think he can get him in the playoffs.
Spade. Now, Melo is notoriously known to be a ball stopper. Like, that means people pass the ball to Melo, and that's it. That's the end of the offensive possession.
You're absolutely right.
Like, he's known for being a ball stopper. Now, you playing with a guy that want to facilitate in LeBron, an excellent passer, that want to defer, that want to pass the ball to his teammates. You want to go from that. You're having a problem playing with Bron, and you want to go play with Melo? Come on, nah.
Yeah, because Melo will let him be in the woes.
Man, listen.
I mean, LeBron passing to him, but he can't get in no twit pics.
If Kevin Love want to be in an Instagram photo, he got his priorities all jacked up, man. He got his priorities all jacked up.
What else we got, bro?
Right,
I'm going to do a major edit job, man. We're running long than I'm up.
Yeah, I kind of touched on this earlier, man. LeBron. It was a tie game going into the fourth. Well, it was a tie game in the fourth quarter. Seconds left, and Cavs had the last possession, Spade.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron has the ball, and in my mind, before I tell you what I was thinking, LeBron has the ball. Seconds is ticking down. LeBron can end the game and save Kyrie's life. He can end the game and save Kyrie's life, Spade. How do you feel about the last second step back shot that LeBron took to end regulation and send him to overtime? How do you feel about it?
I hate it, but I hate it because it's hindsight, and hindsight is 20/20 with binoculars. Here's what a lot of people were saying. Kyrie had just got a huge block on the defensive end.
He did.
Right? Steph had got by him, was going to the basket. Kyrie came up. Wow, not so fast, my friend. Like Lee Corso. Gets the ball, he's bringing it down the court, and we like, oh, wow, like, this is it. I was feeling it in my living room. I said, they are going to win.
Yeah.
LeBron gave him the double clap. That means give me the rock.
Yeah.
Kyrie gives him the rock, and he just stands there. He's kind of in the triple threat, jab stepping, and I'm like, what is Bron going to do? Why is he not putting his back on Iggy? Mm-hmm. That's what they haven't been able to stop, LeBron. He tries to drive. Andre Iguodala's a pretty good perimeter defender. Once upon a time, considered one of the best. First of all, LeBron realizes he can't get by Iggy. Instead of him passing, he goes step back. LeBron that's a shot he can make, but LeBron's perimeter shot was off all game. He took the step back.
All playoffs.
You're absolutely right. He misses the shot. Iman Shumpert gets a rebound. This is the difference in Miami and Cleveland. He has a wonderful look. I mean, an amazing look. He throws it up. I'm staring at it. My heart stopped beating. I don't even know why I don't play for Cleveland. My heart stopped beating. And I was ready to rejoice, and it rimmed out. And I said, bro, straight up, I said to myself, I said, oh my God, I think they just lost. I felt like if they didn't close Golden State out right there, it was over. And man, we can sit here and say that LeBron shouldn't have took that step back, but if he makes it, we go crazy. And I know you finna give him the business. How do you feel about the shot, bro?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Why? Because it didn't go in?
Man, even if it would have went in, to me that's just not a good play. I mean, he kind of did the same thing to the Bulls. He did the same thing to the Bulls when he
did the same thing to Golden State.
Oh yeah,
he hit that shot against Golden State before.
LeBron jumper hasn't been like that this whole playoff. Like, I would have rather LeBron drive to the basket, try and get fouled. And I know people going to be like, they're not calling the foul.
He wasn't going to get the whistle, bro.
They're not calling the foul in that situation. I get it. But let me tell you what they should have did. And I'm not a basketball coach. If Iggy was playing that tough a defense on LeBron, he was cooking Iggy, in my opinion. Iggy played good defense, but he was cooking him. He had 44 on them guys.
Yeah,
like, he was cooking. I'd have rather them, like you said, either went to the post. Why, when he was dribbling and he couldn't get past him, why didn't he get a pick? Like, get a pick and switch.
Call for a screen, bro.
Yeah, put Draymond or somebody on you and get past him. Or put Harrison Barnes, a smaller guy. Iggy and LeBron, they have a similar build. LeBron is bigger, but they have a similar build. Like, put somebody small on them, like a Harrison Barnes. I don't remember who exactly was on the court at that time. Or Draymond Green. Or Draymond Green, who was in foul trouble. Draymond was in foul trouble the whole game.
Exactly, bro.
Come on, man. I just feel like LeBron settles for the jump shot too much. And it, like you said, hindsight is 2020. Hindsight is 2020. LeBron could have kicked it back to Kyrie. Could have kicked it back. He had a lot of other options he could have did besides that step back. And I was with you. When I seen him getting in that joint in regulation, I said, it's over. I
could feel it. I said, it is over. I was like, oh, man. Because I just felt like he fought so hard in that game. I wanted him to get the dub. I wanted to see him get the dub. But let me ask you this. And I said this on Twitter. People was like, why don't Kyrie take that shot? Kyrie got the handles. Steph can't stay in front of him. He could have got to the basket. Even if the defense crashed, he could have kicked it out to, a shooter. And I said LeBron felt like he had to take the shot because social media rides LeBron so hard. If somebody else take that shot, they going to say the same thing you just said about Ray Allen making that shot for him in Miami. They would have said LeBron is not a star. A star would have demanded that ball. That's what you guys would have said about him. Spade. He had to take the shot.
Spade, listen.
That's what you would have said.
Would have got him to win? They would have won?
Maybe.
Did Ray Allen bang the shot?
Yeah.
Do LeBron got a ring?
Yeah, but you just put an asterisk by it.
I didn't put no asterisk by it.
You did.
No, I didn't. LeBron got 2 rings. Period. Yeah, let's get it.
So we're talking about social media, and this is the perfect time to segue over into something else. Speaking of social media, man, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all outlets of social media, even the stuff I don't know about, they've been going crazy asking this question. Is Cam Newton deserving of this contract? Folks, if you don't know, my boy Killer Cam just got his aid over there in Carolina. 5 years, $103.8 million. I'm going to ask the question. You give me the answer, bro. Is Cam deserving of this contract?
Cam deserves the money. I'm a big fan of people getting their money. But what I want Cam to do, what I would have rather Cam did, before he signed this money and signed this extension with the Panthers, the same thing other guys should have did. Like an AP. Like guys like, let me see who else. Give me somebody else that got money and then was like, I don't like it here. I wish Cam would have been like, you know what? I want to be a Panther for life. But you know what? I'm not signing an extension yet until they get me some help. And I mean offensive line help, a better running back help, better wide receivers help. Because I mean, they made it to the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, this past year. The whole division sucked. I think they got in at like 7-9 or something like that. Whole division down there was garbito. But what I want Cam to be... Say it again?
I got my hand raised. I'm raising my hand.
Oh, go ahead.
You're the same guy that just told D Wade he should have got his money.
Can I finish my point, Spade? Can I finish my point?
Okay, because if Cam let some of this other talent come in, he can't get his money.
Cam signs a contract extension. That means he had another year on his contract that he could have played out. He could have played the joint out, and then if he didn't like the moves the Panthers made, he could have bounced. Now he's stuck there for an additional 5 years. He gonna get his bread, but when the Panthers suck, because they ain't get him no wide receiver help, they do have Kelvin Benjamin. I know y'all gonna be like, he got Kelvin Benjamin last year. And you seen last year, and Kelvin Benjamin is a Florida State dude, and he was making plays. But was Cam not forcing the ball to Kelvin Benjamin and Greg Olsen? I mean, it was them or bust. It was them or bust.
I mean, there's other receivers in that locker room? Because I thought Kelvin Benjamin and G-Reg was all they had.
That's exactly my point, because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. They ain't going to get Cam no other wide receiver help. They're going to still have them running backs. And in 2 or 3 years, Cam going to come out and be like, I ain't happy. I'm tired of losing. I want to be traded. Nah, bro. Same thing AP, like, I want to be traded. Nah, bro. You signed this extension to get your money. You got your money, but you're going to have to sit there and take this sit in that barber chair and catch this fade with all these L's because you wanted to take your money too soon. I mean, and Spade, there's always other options. My last point, and then you could go. There's always other options. Cam play out this last year of his contract. They franchise Cam. That means he gets paid in the top 5% of quarterbacks. He would have been making like $20-something million for 1 year. And then after they franchise you 1 year, they can't franchise you another year. And then he's an unrestricted free agent and he's free to bounce if he don't like the moves the Panthers made. That's my point, man. Like these dudes sign these big contracts and then they be like, oh, I'm tired of losing. Nah, bro, you wanted the bread.
They watch their favorite sports show and they listen to Authentic tell them to go get their money. That's what he did.
But they should have called me. They should have hit me on the phone because I'd have been like, Cam, how much they giving you? 5 years, $100 million? How many years you got left? 1? Play them 1 year out, champ. Because I'm going to tell you what, Cam, you can go get big money elsewhere. They just gave it Tanny $100 million. You can get $200 million if you wait. You can get $200 million if you wait.
I feel it. You never know with that waiting. I mean, he could wait. He could get hurt this season, and then he could complete the real contract.
He was hurt last year.
Yeah, but I'm talking about hurt. I'm talking about hurt. I'm talking about 2 hurts. Let me say this, though. To anybody who's questioning whether or not the man is deserving of the contract, let me throw a couple stats at you, and then we can go ahead and move forward. First of all, in 4 years through the season, man, this guy, 4 years through his career, should I say, the guy has over 2,500 yards rushing as a QB. The only other name you will hear close to those numbers is Randall Cunningham. This is in NFL history. Here's something else that's probably going to blow your mind through 4 seasons. 115 TDs. He's accounted for 115 TDs through 4 years. That's only been done better than that twice in NFL history. That's Dan Marino, Peyton Manning. That's some pretty damn good company to be mentioned with. Amazing. The guys deserving of the money.
Amazing. With those guys he been playing with, too. With those guys.
Add that.
With those guys. You good, bro?
Yeah.
Last topic, man. We've been running long. It's been a great show, in my opinion. It's been a great show. But last quick topic. This is going to be something you probably fly through. AP came back to OTAs. He's, now he want to be a Viking. Now it's go Vikings. You see what I'm saying? Right. I don't understand these guys. Now it's go Vikings.
I do.
And they said he's showing no rust. He's looking like the old AP, man. You know what I mean? I'm an AP fan. I'm an Adrian Peterson fan. I'm happy that he's back. I think he's a great person that can help Teddy Bridgewater develop. So they said he's showing no rust. They said he's looking like the old guy. Spade, how do you feel about that?
I'm glad. And I actually understand the whole Go Vikings change of heart. Here's the thing, man. AP wanted out of Minnesota. Whether you agree with it or disagree with it, he wanted out of Minnesota. I believe him and his agent had a little small talk, and it went something like this. All right, look, we're going to pitch a fit. We're going to throw a tantrum. We're going to fall on the ground and cry. We're going to do whatever we can do to get the hell out of Minnesota. That's the plan. At some point, they came together and said, hey, this ain't working. Yeah. So you know what? We better hit the field and go ahead and run this football. All that stuff AP was saying about the contract and how negotiations can go crazy and how people don't honor the contract, all that stuff was very true. But somebody in his camp was smart and said, you know what, AP, the stuff you saying is true, but you ain't the guy that should be saying it. You got paid last year. You played 1 game, bro. So at the end of the day, AP and his camp was smart enough to say, okay, ain't nobody finna come give me what I want while I'm crying on the ground. All right, let's get up, dust ourselves off and play football. So I'm glad he's back. I am a Teddy Bridgewater fan, and nothing helps a QB develop better than a hell of a running game. And I'm glad to hear he's looking good. Glad he's back, man.
I agree. It's been an excellent show, Spade. As usual.
Been a long show.
It's been a long show. And let me tell you, there's no strong arm performer this week. You guys killed us and said we kind of copped out last week.
Right.
You said we kind of copped out. So instead of forcing it, we ain't going to force it. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody will spaz out in the game or two people will spaz out in the game coming up and we'll have strong arm performance. But other than that, I want to thank you guys for watching. As usual, if you're a regular here, bang the subscribe button over here and over there. That means over there is our other Strong Arm Sports channel. If you're a regular here, bang the like button. Spade, it's been an excellent show, man. I appreciate the fans. I appreciate doing this show with you. Even though we kind of bump heads about a lot of stuff. You, my man, 50 grand. And we'll see these guys next episode, bro. Other than that,
Yes, sir. Peace.